Ladies and gentlemen, and press, boxers, trainers, people that are involved with the charities we're working alongside, I want to say a massive thank you for being here today. As I'm sure you all know, we will have a real special night of entertainment on the 17th of April here at the Titanic. But without the people that we've got on stage, it would not be possible. So I think it's really clear, yes, it's about some entertainment and it's about some boxing, but what these lads have signed up to, the commitment that they're going to have to show, the dedication they're going to have to show over the next 10 weeks will be tough. I know some of them work full time, some of them have got families, and it's going to be a big ask for everyone here today to really get themselves in top shape. I'm sure the two next to me can vouch that boxing is, it's not a joke, it's a serious sport. And one thing we definitely won't be taking this lightly, which is why these lads are going to be in a 10-week strict camp, get themselves into the best possible shape. And ultimately, we're going to be raising lots and lots of money for two special causes, Children's Charity Merseyside and Autism. So I want to say a massive thank you for allowing us to help you raise some money. We're really excited and really looking forward to it. I'm now going to hand you over to Adam Cattrall, who's going to be our host for the day, and he's going to fire some questions at some of the lads and also let you know what the matchups are going to be on the night. Over to you, Adam.
Well, mate, Graham, you're scaring the living daylights out of them, mate. Yeah, getting them ready for a massive night of action on April the 17th. Firstly, I'm going to come to you, Graham, if that's all right, because obviously you've done this once previously at the back end of last year, raised £127,500. Fantastic night. Talk to me about the thought process about a night to remember.
So this all started really it was an idea that I had on how I was having lots of conversations over a number of, probably the last sort of 2-3 years really, with lads that I'd played with or played against. Gently reached out, as you do initially. It's a bit of a feeler, what you're up to, how you're getting on, how you're feeling, so on and so on. And slowly but surely you start to understand that it can be quite challenging for a few lads. And this doesn't mean everyone here, by the way. This means some, whether it's on this show or whether it's on a previous show, that and myself, that have had a number of challenges. When I finished playing football, you play football for 20 years. There's a lot of what next, what ifs, doubt. So this was an opportunity for me to set something up where we could go on a 10 to 12 week journey together. I've played in charity football games. They last for 90 minutes. You have a beer after the game, you shoot off, you don't see each other again for another year. You play in charity golf days, you turn up, you have a bacon roll. You'll go off on your 4 balls, you see each other after the round, you have a beer, you shoot off, you're not seen again. So for me, this was like, how can I sort of create, concepts on a platform where we can be together on a group chat, reconnect, camaraderie, bit of banter. You miss it, you're surrounded by all these lads in a football environment, and you get that, and that gets taken away from you. Sometimes that's really tough. So look, can we go on a journey together? Can we make it memorable? Can we make it special? Can you get fitter? Can you get stronger? Can you have some structure? Can you have a routine? Can you have a focus? And at the end of it, what we're going to do, we're going to celebrate here, win, lose or draw. We're going to raise an absolute fortune, and we're going to look back at this with fond memories and hopefully, listen, there's going to be 5 disappointed lads and there's going to be 5 very happy lads. That goes without saying, because no one's going to want to get beat on a night because they're elite athletes or ex-elite athletes, and that's just what they do. So that's why we're here. We're here to help each other, raise some money for charity, and also give people some top-class entertainment on the night.
Absolutely. Well said, Graham. As you were speaking there, Natasha Jonas was smiling from ear to ear at the prospect of going and training some of these gentlemen and putting them through the paces. Tash, come on. What they're in for.
Listen, how many times do we watch a game of footy and think, they've gone down like they've been shot there, and there's just no need. So when things are actually intending to hit them and to hurt them, they're in for a shock. Welcome to our world is all I can say. and just to put them through the paces in a different way. I mean, I've played charity footy matches before with Lee, and my body's been absolutely broken for days. It's just a different fitness, a different type. But what I will say is it is exactly like football. You train and you get in the ring by yourself, but you're together as a team, you know, going through the motions and getting through the sessions. So that part and the banter, that's the same.
And Bryce, if I can bring you in as well, mate. Obviously, you're going to be putting some of these guys through their paces as well. What have you noticed so far in the early stages of them getting ready for this? Technically, fitness-wise, where are they at?
I think it takes a little bit of adapting at first, doesn't it? You know, it's like anything, like Tasha's just said, if we want to go out and play footy, I can't walk for days. Last time I played footy, 20 odd years ago, I couldn't walk for a week after it, even though we got man of the match. I couldn't walk. But it's just adaptation, isn't it? And just getting used to the different disciplines. But look, these are ex-professional athletes. They weren't professional footballers by accident, so they've got all the core values which you need. The number one is discipline. And like Stacky was saying before, when you retire from a sport, you lose that kind of discipline that you need to have, and it'll kind of be bringing it all back to them and making them feel great more than anything. And I think early doors, technical, they don't have to be technically the best, they just need to be fit, and it's going to be a matter of who wants it more. I think basically that's what it's going to boil down to.
Looking forward to it. Thank you for you two. Carl, if I could come to you, mate. Obviously, goalkeepers come with a bit of a reputation in this game, don't they? You're a little bit bonkers. Tell me why you're here. Tell me what is the appealing factor of participating in this on April 17th.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I don't agree. But yeah, do you know what? Stacky gave me the call about entering the charity boxing match. I'd seen the videos from before. I tried to do something for charity every year. Done the London Marathon for Birmingham Children's Hospital last year. Raised money for other hospitals around Birmingham. So as soon as I got the call, it sort of gave me a bit of inspiration to do something again. And sort of when you're doing these things, it gives you a bit of a purpose as well. And as Stacky kind of said, we can all lose our purpose when we finish playing. So I try to keep doing things to keep giving me a purpose in life, and this is my purpose for the next 10 weeks or so. Get to raise money for charity, have an experience in life that we've not experienced as well. So it sort of ticks all the boxes for what I want to sort of do for my year as well, and sort of get to experience something as well, as I said, that we've never experienced. We've all probably been massive boxing fans, watched these two fight loads of times, and you sort of always want to know what they're feeling. I suppose we're never really going to know exactly what they've gone through in their career, but I suppose it's a little bit of a taste to what that will be. And yeah, obviously we're going to raise a fortune for 2 charities up here as well, so that's always an added bonus.
You do a bit of MMA, don't you?
Yeah, I have.
Brad,
yeah.
Brad, you're in fit, pal, mate. He's got the lot here.
Yeah, as soon as I finished football, I drove. I loved the UFC as well, so I drove past. Just filling up at a garage, and there's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym. So I thought I've always wanted to try that. I'd go in. Yeah, so went in, got absolutely mauled. Was cramping after 2 minutes, and yeah, never left after that. So it's something that keeps my focus. As Stacky said, unfortunately for some of the lads when we finish, it gets difficult to find your purpose in life, and that kind of gave me a new focus and a new purpose.
Mate, if it's not going your way in the last round, right, 100 quid, I'll chuck it in the pot. If you jump the guillotine on him, absolutely, I'm all in. Brad, how are you, man? You good?
I was.
Talk to me about your purpose. Why are you here? Why are you doing it?
I'm the polar opposite, to be honest. I was totally fine, and I wanted to say no when Stacky asked me, to be dead honest. But I think you've just got to think about the bigger picture and why we're here. You've got to park the ego up and and understand that we're raising money, a lot of money, I suppose, for great causes who need it. So when you start thinking about it, and you know, the thought of a 10-week camp or something that looks like a camp, it's daunting, but it's also exciting, and it's something that you start getting excited about when you think about it. So when I did say yeah and I committed to it, I'm gonna give it a right go.
Listen, I'm a Blackburn fan, mate. I saw you playing right back, mate. You were filthy. You know what I mean? Is that going to be the tactic? If he's starting to jump guillotines, a little bit of dirty stuff on the inside, what do you reckon?
I won't know what to do with a guillotine. I'm not going to lie, but do you know what? It's so far out of my comfort zone. It's untrue. And I'll train, and I'll do. My coach is over there, Big Thomas Hart. I'll do everything he asked me to do, but on the night, I actually don't know what's going to happen because I've never done it. It's alien to me. It's brand new to me, but I'll be in there and I'll be giving it a right go, and that's all you can ask.
Absolutely. Listen, best of luck to the pair of you two. Chris, if I can come over to you on that side, my man. This contest is actually semi-pro. You lads have done a bit together. You know what I mean? You've been in the ring a few times. Chris Iwelumo, if I can come to you first and foremost, when were your first one? 6 years ago?
Yeah, six years ago.
How did you find it first time around?
Yeah, very, very different. You know, I think I was in a lot better shape as well, but as soon as you get into that ring and you're sparring a couple of rounds, it's, you ache in places that you never knew existed. So for me, it's a purpose, isn't it? And I think that's what it's all about. I think when you retire, there's a void there. You know, you've had routine, you've had sacrifice. All of a sudden, you have to kind of find that kind of place. I was very fortunate. Went back to university. You know what I mean? I've dropped on working for being a pundit for Talk Sport, Sky Sports, and things like that. But this just challenges you, gets you out your comfort zone. You know, and that's what it's all about for me. Albeit it's about raising a lot of money for some fantastic causes.
You're obviously taking on Lee. Did you see him last time out against that reality star, mate?
Yeah, I've watched this first. I did watch it the first time. So when Stacky's number popped up on the phone, I was kind of hoping it was the call for that, you know. But you know, fantastic guy and character, Lee Trundle. So it's great footballer. It's going to be an interesting one, a privilege to share the ring with him.
Top man. Lee, if I could bring you in, mate, obviously as a footballer, reputation for being a showboater, mate. You know what I mean? Are we going to see the Ali shuffle? Is that what we're going to be getting?
No chance. I think, you know, obviously you play football, that's something you've done all your career, so you go in there with confidence. You know, I only put the gloves on last September, so, you know, pretty new to it. But, you know, the thing that I enjoyed about it is just taking a little bit away each day and getting a little bit better. Obviously, I'm not going to be good because I've only started in September, but I enjoyed the training side. Fought on the first one, didn't go my way, and then got back in again. So, you know, it's something that I've really enjoyed, and it was more the training side as well, and the keeping fit, which really kept me going.
Shape on you as well, pal, you know what I mean? You're lifting.
Yeah, well, it was obviously the last fight was in October, so I was a bit gutted because I was the only one walking around town with no top on, so it was... You could do with a summer one, but no, you talk about like the fitness side and the shape that it gets you into, and that's like one of the massive parts why I kept going on that fitness side, and obviously something that I really enjoyed, and it's something even after this I will keep doing it just for training to keep fit.
Top man. Listen, gents, all the best with that one. Adam, if I come to you down the bottom end there, mate. You're still playing non-league, aren't you?
I was.
Have you just packed in?
Yeah, literally this season.
All right. So you see, fitness-wise, you should be there or thereabouts, shouldn't you?
I'd like to think so, but if you see me Ravanelli, probably not.
Talk to me about this challenge, mate, because it's completely different to football, isn't it?
It is, but it's one that I'm looking forward to. Stepping out my comfort zone. It's for an amazing course, 2 amazing charities. As I say, I'm normally used to ducking tackles, not punches, but I'll give it a go, put the gloves on, and it's something I'm looking forward to be honest, challenging myself. Going to listen to my coach who's just come in, Jamie, every step of the way. It's a different challenge, but it's one that's exciting.
And it's a derby, this. It's obviously derby weekend for the footy, derby weekend in the ring. Steve, if we could bring you in there as well, mate. Can't get beaten Liverpool, can you?
That's the plan, like. That's the plan. I've said before, I think hoping for the blue weekends all round, so see how we get on.
Talk to me about this challenge, mate. Again, completely different, completely alien to the world that you've been used to in your professional career.
Yeah, just reiterating what the majority of the boys have said, stepping outside your comfort zone, trying to get yourself fit. I think you're a long time retired, and I think you can retire and start having one too many beers and get carried away, and before you know it, as Adam said, you get a little bit of a belly on you. But listen, as I said, got the call off Stacky, watched the last show, thought everything about it was absolutely brilliant from start to finish, and thought what a challenge that is. Put yourself forward and go from there and see how you get on. And I think we've all got loads of mates from Liverpool. I think it's another thing to give a few of your mates something to get yourself around and watch yourself.
Yeah, it's going to be a pumping night. Listen, gentlemen, all the best. Mike, if I can come to you, because Ross obviously isn't here, who you're going to be taking on. Mike Kilgallon.
Yeah.
Again, centre half. Used to put yourself about there doing bits, mate. Is that what you're looking forward to? The physicality of what is coming on April 17th?
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks already, Ross isn't here and I'm 1-0 up in my eyes, to be honest.
Do you reckon he slapped it?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't turn up if I was fighting me. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. But yeah, getting a bit nervous now. I mean, lads are saying hello to the coaches and that, and I'm thinking I might need one. So if there's anyone knocking about for the next 8 weeks, give us a shout. I'll leave my number. But yeah, just all this, seeing the lads, absolutely class. Love it. Another group chatting, getting involved. But also, testing yourself. All the lads have said it. We love it. I've got some Reese clothing at home that I'd like to get back in. It's not been seen for 3 years. Some fitted clothes I'd like to get back in. But, testing yourself, but doing it while doing it for amazing charities. That's the main thing. I think a lot of the lads here all look to each other sort of saying, what are we doing? But then you go, this is what it's about for the charities, test ourselves, get fit again. And then Stacky, I mean, when I got Stacky, I thought, what's he done now? You know what I mean? But it was nice to hear from him, seeing him again, not seen him for probably 18 years. And, what a fantastic event he put on in London. It looks like another cracker now as well.
What Stacky was saying a moment or two ago regarding the difficulties when you finish the game, obviously it's been your life for such a long period of time. Talk to me about that mental challenge of obviously trying to find that new purpose post-football career.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you finish football and you seem to be on a lot of tip runs or taking the bins out, don't you? You get jobs that you didn't normally get when you're at home off the wife. So, yeah, it is the purpose of getting fit, getting up, getting a routine, getting into that gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, knowing that you're going to get a right sweat on and put through your paces. So much admiration for these boxers. I mean, I've never lost a fight in my front room. I'm one of the best boxers around, when you're screaming at them, go for it, guys, go for it. Yeah, fair play to them. It's some fitness. We've messed when you're injured as footballers, especially lower body, it's normally your ankle or calf or something. You'd go on the pads, and you get people to video you thinking you've got a bit, but you don't, and it's going to be that first punch on your chin, isn't it, that I'm looking forward to. So hopefully I spoke to Brad. We're going to do a little bit of sparring and help each other out, aren't we, boys? So it'll be class.
That's the beautiful thing about it. Great, if I can bring you back in before I speak to the lads regarding the final bout that we've got to preview here. Being able to work together, get sparring together, obviously everybody's going through the same process. That's a key important thing as well for this night on April 17th.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we're collectively to raise money and help each other. This is not it's not me. It's me against you in effect, but ultimately we're collaborating together to try and raise loads of money. And as I say, just make it real special. Now, one thing I would say about footballers, when footballers have a common goal and they get together, and not just footballers, but athletes in general, I think when you have that common goal, you can be an extremely powerful group of people if we're all sort of focused on getting the right things out of it. One thing we will not have people, no disrespect to misfits. I think whatever they do is their gig, and that's absolutely fine. But one thing you will notice is the respect that we will have with each other. There'll be absolutely no, there'll be no bad mouthing. There'll be no slagging each other off. That's just not the nature of what we're trying to do. Yes, they all want to win. There's no two ways about it. But if they can help each other, and we will do, we're all going to help each other on the way, whether that's helping each other with trainers or whatever that might be, a bit of sparring. I know in the last event, there was a couple of the boys that sparred with each other. So that's our common goal. As I say, look, this is a powerful group of people, and I must also add that the boxing world has blown me away, as it did in London. The people that I've had involved and the help and support I've been given, turning up today and supporting what we're doing, for me, that's incredible. This is a city that I'm not from. I've been lucky to have some really good friends from the city that have been brilliant to me and introduced me and helped me out, and I'm really grateful for that, because without having, at least two alongside me now, even being involved, it's a massive help to not just myself but also to the boxers. So I need to say a massive thank you to all those involved, ambassadors and trainers as well.
Well said, mate. Well said. Carl, I'll come to you, mate. Come on, get that microphone, pal, because I'm intrigued by this one. You two have moved into the world of management and obviously training others. What do you like at taking instruction now at this stage in your career, mate?
To be fair, I'm still trying to kick a ball around as well, so I have to kind of marry the two. But no, I think, you listen to most of the guys have said the same thing. If we can put ourselves through 10 grueling weeks to hopefully change the lives of many people, then, I think it's a massive thing we can do. And yeah, I can't wait to get going, get all the training done. And I must admit, I was a little bit nervous when I saw the size of Rye, and I was like, nice one, Stacky. But no, I think the same thing as all the boys would, when you get that first training session and you get that feeling and you go, right, let's carry on, let's give it a good go. And like I say, I'm looking forward to a fantastic 10 weeks, a great night ahead. And like I said, we're going to raise a hell of a load of money for people that need it.
Indeed. Listen, Carl, when you look into the professional world, give me a style that you're actually looking to emulate on April 17th, mate. Who are you going to be looking like when you get in there?
One that don't get hit, hopefully.
Yeah.
No, but,
elusive. I like it.
But no, for me, I think the lads have said it. It's completely different to anything I've known, and I'm looking forward to that challenge of testing myself. And I'm probably not looking forward to the first round of sparring and getting punched, but it's one of them. There's such a bigger cause at hand, and I think once we get to the end of 10 weeks, we'll give it a good go, me and Ryan in the ring, and we'll have a good beer after.
Absolutely. Right, as I watched you walk in the room before, mate, you've been smiling from ear to ear all the way through. Talk me through that, mate, because you look like you're absolutely loving the thought process of, one, the challenge that's in front of you with the training, and then obviously what's coming up on April 17th.
No, absolutely. I'm truly grateful to be here today and share this stage with this group of people. I have felt guilty of what Stacky mentioned before, of when I stopped playing, lost purpose, lost self, had to go and get help with addiction, painkillers, sleeping tablets, alcohol, and I'm constantly looking for the next purpose, really. I'm doing really well. Come fight night, I'll be just short of 5 years, teetotal from everything, and this just gives me a real structure and balance for the next 10 weeks to get right stuck into. I do surround myself with really good guys. I've got Josh Whale, ex-British champion, I've been going to his gym since October just to do circuits. They've tried to get me in a ring multiple times, and I've said no. Stacky phones me, and it's with ex-professional footballers. I have to say yeah, because this is my domain. We have the same thought process, me and everyone on the stage. And I think it's probably more of a level playing field than me going out and fighting some amateur boxers. So I'm really looking forward to the night. As Dicko said, I think we'll put on a show. We all want to win, and that's why I'm smiling ear to ear, because I'm truly grateful for this opportunity, and I am not going to leave no stone unturned, and I'm going to turn up on the night and give it my all, as I'm sure we all will.
It's important as well for former players like yourself to be able to share the experiences that you've had post-career to where you're at right now, obviously coming through those battles, because there'll be plenty of other footballers that are watching this, and not just footballers, other athletes as well that are struggling with post-retirement. Sharing those types of stories hopefully then help those as well get through the next stage of their career and life.
Absolutely. I do go around football clubs on behalf of Sporting Chance to get that message across, because I always said to myself, when I stop playing football, I'll stop taking the painkillers and I'll stop taking the sleeping tablets. Impossible. That don't work. And I needed to get help. I got help. And here I am today on this stage, looking forward to getting my head filled in, But hopefully I can give as much as I'm going to take, and we'll make a good 3 rounds of it.
Brilliant. Absolutely superb from all the athletes that are going to be participating in this. Graham, if I could come back to you just for a few final words on this. You've mentioned obviously the charity aspect of this, the charities that you're going to be helping here in Liverpool, and also on the night, for people that are tuning in, it isn't just about the 5 bouts. There's also a night of entertainment, there's Q&As, there's all sorts of things going on. Just give us a little bit more of a flavour of what people can expect.
Yeah, so it's an action-packed night from start to finish, from arrival up until the 5 bouts that we're going to put on. We've got a Q&A, so we'll have a boxing Q&A, which will be hosted by Johnny Nelson with Big Pricey and Tony Bellew. We're going to have a comedian, Frankie Allen, who, if you don't know, is a raging lunatic.
Don't sit near the front when Frankie's on the stage, that's all we say, you'll get it.
And then we will have a football Q&A with Jamie Carragher, Neil Ruddock, and Francis Jeffers, which Steve Hovershaw will be hosting. And alongside that, we'll have a live auction with some incredible prizes or lots, and a silent auction on the night. And we'll obviously have the whole razzmatazz of the walk-in music, which should be good fun. So yeah, it's an action-packed night. There's loads going on. It'll be free-flowing, exciting, good fun.
And information on how people can actually attend this, because it's taking place here at the Titanic, so how do people get involved?
So it's here at the Titanic, it's on the 17th of April, it's in the Runway House. It will be streamed live on TalkSport Boxing across that platform. We will have opportunities to sponsor not just the boxers, so you can sponsor the boxers' robes and their shorts, as well as that, if you want your company's visibility on the night, it will be on the canvas, on the posts, and also there's other opportunities in the ring as well, possibly on the ropes and stuff like that. So there's loads of opportunities to get involved. Tables for sale, as I said, tables, half tables and sponsorship packages.
Top stuff. Matt, just final word from you, mate. What's ring walk music? What are you going for?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had the tunes on in the car, thinking about what he's saying. It's not easy, by the way, is it, lads? You think, and then it stops a little bit, 10 seconds in, you think, nah, I need more from it. So, yeah, proper red pass, yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things I've thought about so far. We can't say, I'll keep that for a secret. And a tune that basically gets me going, let's put it that way.
Love it. Listen, I'm sure you're all in agreement. This is going to be one heck of a night of entertainment. And as Graham said there, boxing, entertainment and fundraising with these fantastic ex-professional footballers taking place on April 17th, right here in Liverpool at the Titanic. If you're watching this on the TalkSport Boxing YouTube channel right now, we'll put a link to how you can obviously get a ticket, get involved, and hopefully help us raise a load of cash. We'll see you on April 17th.